The Ahupua'a system is the basic building block that allowed Hawaiians to survive in such a finite biosystem for hundreds and hundreds of years. Within Ahupua'a, the idea was that you had everything you needed to survive.
And there's only two things that you absolutely cannot do without, and that's food and water.
The standard Ahupua'a would go from the top of the mountains out to the fringing reefs, and were bounded by valley walls. And within this, it was a political demarcation. You had your protein from the ocean, you had your starches and your complex carbs from your staple crop, you had all your materials from the upland. The management of the Ahupua'a was such that if you did it right, you didn't have to rely on other people for help. And if you screwed that up, or if you mismanaged it, it was no one's fault but your own. There are several factors behind the farm-to-table movement really gaining steam in Hawaii.
People want to know where their food is coming from now. It's the new thing across the nation. I think people are more conscious about the mileage to get their food to their table.
It's a really good movement. It helps all of us farmers, and I'm really happy to see it finally kind of taking shape. And I think a lot of things have been instrumental, and a lot of people more now environmentally conscious, and they're aware of the shipping costs to bring food over here. They're aware of our local economy and how we support ourselves by buying local.
You know, our lettuce travels 10 miles to town to get to the people's plate in Honolulu. I think, you know, if you take those costs of the energy costs and fuel costs and freshness and everything else, that I think is a better deal to buy local.
I'm Monique Vanderstrom. This is my sister Sabrina, and we're at Naked Cow Dairy. I came from Arizona originally, and I've been here total about 20 years. I decided to go on my own, and we've started this small boutique dairy here in Waianae.
There is a lot going on in Waianae right now. You know, the significance of Ma'o actually goes way, way beyond the food. What they're doing is really special. Ma'o is actually finding kids from this troubled neighborhood who have potential and they have the desire to go further, and they're being taught to farm organically. And they're offered internships and college scholarships. They're growing hope and vegetables. There is a lot going on in Waianae right now. Not just Ma'o Organics, which is making big news, but also Naked Cow Dairy. It's kind of a renaissance for the West Side.
I met them maybe 3 years ago, and I think they're two dynamite women.
And we're the only dairy on the island of Oahu.
They're putting out some really good products now.
Our big sellers are garlic and herb butter, and then we do a macadamia nut honey butter, which is made with the local macadamia nut honey mixed with our fresh cream butter. We do a roasted toasted coconut butter, and then our pesto butter. We do a Hawaiian curry butter, and then we do a gourmet Hawaiian salt butter, which has our sea salt in it, hibiscus, and ginger in it. And that's another really big seller.
Naked Cow is actually doing milk, cream cheese, as well as the herb butters and hard cheeses.
We think we have a really good following for people that want an all-natural milk straight from the farm. Cream top, non-homogenized milk. They want to know that it's coming from the dairy down the road and not from 3,000 miles away.
Local products are available in many places. The surefire way to find them is to go to a farmer's market. That's, everything is local there. The farmers set up their tents and sell their produce.
Wednesday night, we're at the Blaisdell Market, which is in Honolulu from 4 till 7. And then on Thursday nights, we're in Kailua from 5 to 7:30. Saturdays, we do KCC, and that's from 7:30 to 11. We also do the Waianae Farmers Market, which is going to be at the Waianae High School on Saturdays. And on Sundays, we do the Haleiwa North Shore Farmers Market, and we also do the Mililani Farmers Market. Hawaii Kai at the Kaiser High School on Saturdays also, from 9 to 1. I love cooking. I love creating ideas and recipes.
The visitors to Hawaii are really supporting local ag also, because we've had a lot of media attention as far as the farmers markets are concerned. So when they come here, they're looking for the experience of eating some of the local produced foods and local products that we feature. You know, we let them taste the papayas, for example, and see how good they are.
I like to interact with people. I really believe in the product that we have. I'm very passionate about it, and I like turning it on to other people and letting them know what we do with it, and letting them taste it and seeing their expression after they taste it, especially after eating regular butter and trying our Island Fresh butter, because there really is a big taste difference.
When mangoes are in season, they'll buy mangoes, and of course they love that. So, and you find that at the farmers markets. I think they now look for the labels that are branded to some of our local farms, and I think that's a really cool thing, that they're coming here for an experience, a visitor experience, and food is part of it.
You actually don't have to go to the farmer's market to get local produce. Just look at the menu at whatever restaurant you're in and find the local product, or ask your server. A lot of high-end restaurants, it was actually the top chefs in the area who kind of started the farm-to-table movement. They demanded the freshest, best produce. They wanted to support local farmers, and that's how this whole thing started happening.
Chefs have really embraced us from the beginning. They came out seeking the local products to use in their restaurants.
Also, there's a new generation of younger chefs that are becoming more and more socially conscious as well.
They're also popping up in some unlikely places. It's not just the fancy high-end restaurants anymore. You can find local produce in many other places also.
My name is Blaine Tomita, and we're at the V Lounge. It's kind of off the beaten path, so customers who come in here either know about us, have heard about us. I mean, we don't get any, walk-by clientele. Everybody has heard of us if they're coming here. I guess you could say we're a pizza joint. We're kind of a mix between a lounge, kind of bar. We offer good pizza, honest pizza.
At V Lounge, they use our produce, and they hand make traditional Italian Neapolitan pizzas. And they do it in a way that's very much aligned with how they've always been done. With the earth oven, they hand make the dough, they hand make the cheese.
We have greens from Ma'o. We use their basil, arugula. I love it here. It's kind of like Cheers. Everybody knows your name over here.
These guys started this movement and supported it all these years, and really I hope they continue to, because that's how we get our brands out there. I think it's in my blood that I like to help other farmers brand their products. If you're growing something good, then we need to get it out there and make people aware of it.
Ma'o we've taken great efforts to brand our produce. So we want to be known as a brand accessible to the Waikiki area. So you can find our produce in restaurants from Alan Wong. Chef Nobu is a big fan of ours.
Even in Waikiki, heck, I was at Roy's the other night, and it's got not only Dean's greens and our herb dressing, but it's got haula tomatoes on there. It's got Maui onion, and it's even telling you some of the farms that they're getting it from directly. When you come to Hawaii, try our local produce and that our chefs use, because it's from the area and it tastes different.
We're not that hard to find if you ask around, and we plan to be more and more ubiquitous in the future.
You're going to see a lot more now than even 2-3 years ago. It seems like everybody's starting to get on board on this. I think it's absolutely fantastic that we're getting all of this support, and not only from restaurants, but the public, visitors, everybody.
And I like the fact that people now are actually seeing what I've been seeing all this time. So many people now want to come out and see the farm. They want to see the cows. A lot of people didn't even know we had cows on the island of Oahu. I can't imagine doing anything else. This is my passion.
There's no greater joy, I think, than to have a close relationship with food and the land. This is my office.